one thing I haven't asked you and I'm super interested in is we talked a little bit about building and what's something that's gone wrong, or what's a stumbling block or something you've had to work through that you've had to deal with in your company.
I think a lot of things that we probably just couldn't plan for. I mean, again, my business partner and I, we have a very we both have type A personalities. So like wherever we can mitigate stuff or prevent, like we're going to actively try. But obviously when you have a business, you're growing this fast. There are just things that you can't see, like hurricanes, right? We ordered cabinets from a company that just got completely destroyed. I mean, all the cabinets got soaked. I could have never, predicted that. Hiring a contractor who on paper is great. They have great reviews, referrals, they're publicly listed, their license is up to date, the whole 9 yards. And then for some reason with us, they were horrible. I think over traveling was a mistake, like just constantly being somewhere all the time, like not delegating enough. I think there's anyone's an entrepreneur listening to this, like I cannot tell you how important it is to figure out what you're not naturally good at and like outsource it. I mean, there were so many things where like when I got my assistant, I was like, how the have I not done this sooner? Like, I don't understand. So just like learning when to let go, I think was a big, like a personal mistake for me in business was like not knowing when to let go. That's, I think like almost every entrepreneur I know, like letting go in some degree and just knowing that like, if you let go, it's never going to be to your level of perfection because it's not you. Another thing too, that I think a personal, I don't want to say a mistake, but it was like a lesson that I learned was like, when you're in W-2, especially if like you're the main provider in your household and you've been doing your own thing for a while, like you can bet on yourself, you can bet on promotions, you have direct conversations with your managers. Like, you've had a nice linear raise over the last couple of years. So you've bet on yourself, like you've bought your own house with your own money that you've earned. When you run a business, you're betting on other people. Right. And it's a whole different mindset. I mean, you're hoping that someone says what they're going to do, and you're trusting people to be really good at what they do and have the best intention for the business. And if you're growing really fast, obviously you're going to hire a lemon every one, right. so many hires, because it's just, you're scaling, right? And there's just a margin of error with those things. So I think it has nothing but helped me for sure. But I had to it was basically me battling me, right? Like, who do I put first? Like my fear or like the business doing, the business, growing and growing, but there's some piece to it that might not be perfect.
But also knowing that after it happens a couple of times, it becomes an expectation, right? Like it's built into the equation of what you're going to do and the reaction to how you're going to come out of that, right?
Yeah, totally.